Hello and welcome to the channel, and welcome back once again to Vermintide's beta. This time we're going to be playing as the Bright Wizard, which I did try and promise you as best I could yesterday. Now, what you're seeing right now is pre-recorded gameplay that I recorded earlier today. I am now putting the voiceover on later on in the evening, so just when there was a bit less noise and all that kind of stuff. So, I've actually been having some major problems trying to get a good game on this. Now, they've opened up, because when I did this was the 30th of September, they sort of opened it up to a lot more people, so I'm running to a lot more people that are like rank 0, it's their first game, so getting a good match has been surprisingly difficult, because a lot of people, obviously, you know, I can't hold it against anyone, people have got to learn and things like that, but I was trying to get you like some hard gameplay footage so you can see the difference in like damaging and all that kind of stuff, but it's just been going bad, so I moved down to normal. That wasn't really going much better. I think in the end I had to go through about 10 games before I actually managed to finish a game where like half the team weren't wiped, or like joining a game people weren't already dead. So this was the first game that I joined in like an hour, where when I joined a game I wasn't already playing as a character that they were trying to save, because it was already dead. So, and they were always near the like halfway through the level, so it was a bit too much. I mean, even here we are very near the end of the level. So, I think this is only going to be like 10 minutes long, I think is all I managed to get. But it was a good enough idea for the actual Bright Wizard itself. So, the map we're actually playing on is the third map that's currently in the beta. So the first one we showed you was the one where you had to go and disable the war machines. Then the second one was the one where you have to go and blow the horn. And this one we have to basically destroy like an ancient bell. So we're coming up on that tower now, I do believe. We're sort of like fighting across bridges and things like that. So, yeah. Anyway, the Bright Wizard. I really like the character, because there's a lot of things you have to sort of balance with. In one of the games that was going badly, I had to just test it, what happens if you actually let your magic meter sort of build up, and your character basically stops burning up and then just falls to the floor, like, and collapses, and people have to come pick you up, so you basically burn all of your health. So you can't let that meter fuel up. But I also didn't realise at the start, but when you actually use vent on your magic, you take damage. So in a lot of the games I was like just pummeling the magic out until I was really high on charge, and then just trying to vent it, and I was losing loads of health, and I couldn't understand. At first, me being stupid, couldn't understand why. I just kept thinking I was getting stabbed in the back by a little Skaven or something when I was taking damage, so I wasn't really paying much attention. And then I've basically realised that I was killing myself basically, so I've now found that it's a lot easier to just sort of fill up the magic, don't quite let it fill up, but fill it up quite a lot, swap to the sword, and then just use charge attacks and things like that to sort of cut through. But just swap to the staff pretty much only when I want to use its area of effect attack. And then if I just see, I think this is the game anyway, that I had a pretty good team for like basically taking a lot of sort of like the aggro, as it were. Which meant that I wasn't getting attacked too much, which meant that I could just keep getting the fireballs, kind of backing off just a little bit and just throwing a fireball into the centre, which was great for me. So, yeah. The Bright Wizard I am having a lot of fun with. I don't know if I'm just having fun with it just solely because I really like that sword that I got, and it's only a green drop as well, so it's not particularly rare. But I really, really like it, and I love the fireball. I love having the massive area of effect attack that you can do. Like, you don't even have to land it on them, so for me, who's not got the best aim anyway, you just charge up a fireball, land kind of in the area near them, and everything's on fire. And if not dead, it's on fire and has taken a hell of a lot of damage, and then you can come in and clean up with the sword, or someone else can. It's kind of great. But it tends to, if nothing else, it has a lot of quite a knockback effect to it, so it tends to stun quite a lot of people and send them flying, which again is really good for someone else to then just come in and mop up. So I've been finding that pretty damn awesome. And yeah, it's going well. I haven't really been able to get many good loot drops. I got pretty damn close to getting one of the orange drops, but it wasn't quite there. It wasn't quite there. Also decided to sit and purchase the collector's edition of this game just because I'm having so much fun with it, so I've sat and picked that up today. Originally I thought I was only going to probably get standard, just because I wasn't 100% sure on what version to go for, because I tend to try and not go for collector's editions too much unless there's something in it that I really, really want. And I mean the collector's edition, you get like some wallpaper, sort of like digital arty things. You get a soundtrack with Jasper Hyde, I think his last name is. I know he did some albums on like some of the Assassin's Creed games and things like that, I believe. And then you get like basically like a helmet for every one of the characters, and you get like 2 trinkets. So I've ended up picking up that. Just, I don't know, I think it's just because I'm having so much fun with the game. I just felt like it was kind of deserved, whereas the standard version you don't really get much for. So I'm hoping that the trinkets are actually worth it. Hopefully they don't. Well, I hope they don't give you like a massive advantage over another player, but I hope that they're like trinkets that you will use for quite a while because they've got useful effect. I found a trinket in one game that basically just means that I'm going to respawn 25% faster. I found like that's great, but I mean ideally I want a trinket that's helping me all of the time, not just, oh, if you're dying you'll come back a bit faster. It's like, well, generally I don't really want to die. Like, I accept the fact that sometimes you're going to die and you have to get saved. That occasionally happens, but I don't think I'd have a trinket specifically designed for that, because it looks like people come back fairly fast anyway. And when they do come back, they tend to come back quite far into the level, so by the time whoever survived has fought their way there, you would have come back anyway. That's my theory on it. So unfortunately the trinket I've got, even though it's like a blue trinket, it was not the best. I was hoping for better, but I haven't unlocked any others yet, and the drops I've been getting recently, I've been getting a lot of white items today. Because, again, I'm going to go back to like people that just like picking it up. Not many people bother with the tomes, so you're losing a lot of bonus dice there. Most of the missions have been failing because people just run off in all different. So one mission we were in, they're like, I got grabbed by an assassin, everyone ran away, one of them got pulled away by a packmaster, and the other one just got absolutely mobbed. And fuck knows what happened to the fourth one. I didn't even see where the fourth one went, so I don't know, it's weird. This mission that we're doing at the minute, fighting our way up the bell tower, I love this moment where we're just constantly fighting our way up the bell tower. And then once we've basically taken out the anchors, we have to then almost fight our way all the way back down, but there's a lot of like quick routes, which I find really cool. If I actually remember, the bit we're on now, I think is the part where I got really confused as to where people actually were. I couldn't work out where the fuck they were, and then as I went back up I realised I walked straight past a doorway. Because I'm a clever person. But there you go, I saw they were coming back, so we carried on. But yeah, it's I'm having an absolute blast with this game. There is still a lot of... You can still tell it's beta. I'm hoping they've got like a final build for like when the release comes out. I'm hoping there's like a final build that fixes some of it, because I'm still having the same problems. I'm seeing like a lot of people glitch, and a lot of like rats and stuff that are acting like they're still alive. That gets me annoyed. But the one that bothers me the most is I'm still getting a lot of times where like the rat ogres get stuck on things, and it kind of makes the rat ogre encounters a little bit like, that was not quite what I was hoping for. I want those big, crazy, challenging battles. Quite a few of the matches that I've had today, I have been getting quite a lot of those. But I say that after not long afterwards, we'd end up dying. So it wasn't really like I was getting like 4 minutes of gameplay or something because I was joining halfway through. So it just wasn't really worth showing you that, because I wanted to show it. I don't want to show like massive amounts of it. I just want to show like a decent chunk of what the sort of like the classes player. So in this case I want to show as much as I could as the Bright Witch. So we're getting pretty near the end. Unfortunately, as I said, this climb down the stairs was surprisingly quiet. There wasn't really much down here. When I've done this mission before, this fight down, usually it's absolutely crazy with people coming for you. So yeah, and then the dwarf decided he wasn't leaving until he'd got a few more kills. So we had to wait for him to clear up. So people kept coming in trying to close this up and try and see if that would finish the mission. It just wasn't until this dwarf gave up and actually come into the thing with us. So yeah, I just sat here poking a few of them with a few fireballs. But I am having an absolute blast with the game. And I can't wait for it to come out properly so that everything that I'm earning is permanent. I'm going to hate saying goodbye to that sword though, I really am. But honestly, I think the class I still feel like the class I'm gonna play as most is probably gonna be the Witch Hunter. So far, the Witch Hunter's it's still my baby. Achievements have started popping up now as well, which I found weird. They weren't doing it before, but they've all of a sudden started popping up. So we've got a quick bit of loot before this video finishes, so I'm going to actually say goodbye now. So hopefully this video's been interesting to you. I'm going to try, I think I've got like 2 more days, maybe even 1, actually no, I think I've got 1 day left of the beta, so I'm going to try and very quickly grab at least 1 more character's footage, probably going to be the Dwarf. And then I think there's another brief beta before the game comes out, so I'll try and grab the Empire Soldier then. If I get a chance, I'll grab both tomorrow. But we'll see. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. Likes, favourites, comments, subscribes, all that kind of stuff. Bye bye.